Kind of hard to tell.
Good morning, everyone. We're just going to give this another minute or so while people are still signing on, and then we'll get started. For now, if you could just raise your hand so I know that the sound is working.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. We are just giving this another minute or so while people are still signing in. Just to make sure everything's working properly, if you could just raise your hand so I know that you can hear me. Okay, good. I think some hands coming up. Okay, great. So it looks like most are here, so we will just get started. A recording of this webinar will be sent to you after if you'd like to share it with anyone on your team, and we'll also send out these slides so you don't need to write anything down too quickly. So just an agenda for the day, we will be sharing a lot of materials with you, so thank you for everyone's patience while we've been getting these organized. I want to quickly talk about the VIP reception. That's next Tuesday night. Go through the day of NewCo next Wednesday, what to expect, some best practices and tips. We'll also address what not to expect, address some questions that we've been receiving from a lot of the host companies, go through that. We'll also talk about a passport program that we're implementing for the day, a little activity designed to keep attendees engaged throughout the entire festival and make sure they're attending all of the sessions they signed up for. We have some branded NewCo stickers we'll be distributing. We'll just talk about a final marketing push to attendees, how to fill up your sessions, discuss some things that we'll be doing post-event, and then, of course, leave time for questions that I'm sure most of you will have. So, materials. We have designed day of signage. So that's a link you'll be able to open when I share these slides with you. It's just a PDF that is branded NewCo Boston with blank white space on the bottom, so you can add your company logo, your session title if you'd like. You can also add in directional arrows, so if when attendees enter your building, if there's a long way to go to where the session's being held, attendees will be able to recognize this signage from session to session, so we really encourage you to use these. We will be sending your final attendee list on Monday, April 25th. You can see your head count. I know for food ordering purposes, people have been asking. At the bottom of your session page, you can see that head count ongoing, but we will be sending you a final attendee list on Monday. Most will need to enter that for security purposes, so that will be coming to you. We will be giving you branded stickers for this passport program. We're designing ones with logos for each company, so Jessica will address that a little later on in this webinar. And we'll also be giving you these passport cards, so if anyone's wondering right now, these will be distributed from our volunteers that are coming to each of your sessions, so you don't need to come pick them up at our office or anything like that. We'll be bringing them right to you. The VIP reception next Tuesday night, April 26th, it's being held at the Hatch Fenway at 401 Park Drive, right by Fenway Park. We have a great lineup of panelists who will just kind of be talking about, you know, why Boston, why they're here, why they're excited to be hosting a NewCo session, what they're talking about. Really high level, but we're excited that the founder of NewCo, John Battelle, will be attending and speaking. we have a interactive mural activity that we've designed to encourage networking. So I don't want to give too much away, but it will definitely be really cool to see this art piece come together by all of the attendees. You'll be given a card when you arrive, and there's some steps to place it up on a wall that will come together and build a picture of Boston. Food, drinks, networking, music. It'll be a great night. The VIP ticket is sold out to the public. As host companies, we obviously have some seats reserved for you. So if you go to register, you'll see that ticket is no longer available on the site. So you'll just have to email me your attendee names so I have them on the list. So thank you to people who have already saved their seats. But like I said, if you haven't, that's all right. We'll still get you in. Okay, so day of what to expect next Wednesday. So each session we've assigned a volunteer, either a Mass TLC staff member or we've had other volunteers sign up. So they will be there to check in your attendees on the mobile app. Attendees do not need to download this app. Host companies do not need to download this. It's just our volunteers. We will not have name badges. So if you would like to have them for your attendees to provide blank ones, or if you'd like to print them based off the attendee list that we send you on Monday, you're more than welcome to, but it's not required. So we will be handling that registration aspect for you. Attendees do have an hour of travel between each session, but if a session runs late or people are caught up networking, that ripple effect you might see throughout the day. So we encourage you to leave that first 10 to 15 minutes of your session for just open networking and talking before diving into the content and discussion portion, just because I think people will be arriving at a bit staggered times. Something else that we really recommend is just to have people on your team available if you can to help direct attendees. These people, most likely haven't been to your office yet, so if you could just have extra hands on site to help people. The volunteer assignments was obviously a really big project. We have 80 sessions going on in one day, so we really tried to assign volunteers to sessions that they were interested in attending to encourage them to show up that morning. So we're really putting a lot of faith in them. So there's obviously that possibility that they might wake up that morning and have their own emergency or reason that they're not attending. We're really hoping this does not happen, but if it does, if you could just have a sign-in sheet ready just for first and last name, that way after the event you can send it to us and let us know who attended. Again, we really don't anticipate this, but there's always that possibility. So if we could just be prepared for it, I think it will make it easier for both us after the event and also for you on site. Just what not to expect of it the day of. So you might be looking at your registration number and see, oh, I have 50 people signed up. There is a high attrition rate on these sessions, about 30%, just because people are missing an entire day of work or are traveling around. So there is that chance that they don't come. So don't expect your full 100%, but also, if it is smaller than you expected, don't sweat it. The people at NewCo have told us sometimes the best sessions are those sessions with just 5 people because you have the opportunity to have such an in-depth conversation and really meet people on a more personal level. So in the event that happens, just go with it. You'll still enjoy it and find it valuable. Also, do not expect professional photo and video of each session. We will not be providing that. We definitely encourage you to have some photos and videos. We're encouraging our volunteers to take pictures where they can so we can share that after the fact, but we just want to make sure everyone knows that we are not providing that professionally at each session. So just some best practices, as I said, have that sign-up sheet available. Email addresses are not going to be shared with host companies. That's a sponsor benefit. You are absolutely more than welcome to have a stay informed sign-up sheet at your session. If people would like to give you their email address, you're more than welcome to do that. Tweet throughout the day, use our hashtag and tag us. We want to capture as much content as we can from the day. Really take pictures. You could take short videos, nothing high quality, something from a phone, ask for testimonials about how people's days are going. All of this is great content, and physically our team can't be in every place at once, so as much as you can capture, we're more than happy to share after the fact. And also our lunchtime sessions, they're required to provide lunch, and as well as breakfast time, we really encourage you to provide something for your guests. But all those other sessions in between, we really encourage you to have something for your guests. They're going, all day long, session to session. We don't want them to be late to your session, so there won't really be stopping in between. So we encourage you to have something. Our food sponsor, Easy Cater, is offering a discount to all host companies. There's a link that you'll be shared after. It's also been on the host company landing page, but we really encourage you to support our sponsor and have something for your guests because they will definitely appreciate it. Would also just like to address some questions that we've been asked a few times that, if some of you haven't asked them yet, you might be wondering the same thing. There's no bus or shuttle between sessions. Attendees are providing their own transportation, whether it's their car or public. We have partnered with Uber for this event, and they're offering discount codes to both new and existing users. So all of our attendees will be shared. They'll have those codes sent to them in a confirmation email, and we'll also have them up on the site. So if anyone signing up for your session asks you that, you can let them know. Again, there's no physical ticket for the event or name badges. This is all done through the mobile app. There is a potential for a walk-in at your session. It's pretty unlikely. It might just be someone who buys that starter pass for one session, decides they really like what's going on and want to continue through the day. We won't be making them pay at the door if they come. We'll just let them attend, but we will want to just capture their first and last name. So if you have really tight security at your building and this is absolutely not a possibility at your session, please let us know, because I know some people really do have, they can't have people last minute coming in, but there is that possibility. And also, like I mentioned before, there is the potential that a volunteer may not come to your session. Most sessions are being staffed by a Mass TLC person, so I can assure you that we will be there. But the ones that have a volunteer assigned to them, there's obviously that possibility that, life kind of happens and they may not be there. So just to have that sign-in sheet ready, just to make sure your session still goes as smooth as possible. A few people have also asked us about an NDA. If you would like your attendees to sign one before your session, please let us know so we can have it on your session description, just because this may turn some people away and we don't want them to make it all the way there and realize they don't want to attend. So if you will be having them sign that, please let us know. Attendees will be told in the confirmation email that there's a possibility they'll be in pictures throughout the day. So they will be aware of that, but if you specifically want them to sign something before entering your session, please let us know that. So now I will pass it over to Jessica to explain these other aspects of the day.
Good morning, everyone. So our passport program, we put together, you can see an image on the right of what these passport cards are going to look like. They were built to look like your actual passport. Basically, volunteers will be bringing these passport cards to your session for you, so no need to worry about that. We're also creating those branded stickers that will have your specific logo on it, and those should also be brought by your volunteers. So basically, each attendee will have this passport cards, and we're encouraging them to use this to sort of encourage them to make sure they stick with NewCo throughout the day and don't drop off after a few sessions. So as people are either entering or leaving, however you want to do it, just tell them, you have these stickers to sort of stamp their passport. If a person comes to the after party with 3 or more stickers from three or more different sessions, they're going to get a free drink ticket for the after party. So again, just make sure that you have someone that can hand out these stickers to people that are participating in this program. And don't worry about these materials. They'll be given to you by your volunteer, so no need to worry about how you're going to get these to your offices. If you have any other questions, obviously feel free to ask when we're done and we can get into more detail, or email us directly as well. We're also making some branded NewCo stickers. These are 2x2 inch sort of like stickers for your laptop or to stick in other places. These are not related to the passport program. These are just a nice sort of handout for the attendees. So we're going to make these available during the VIP reception. If you want to have some of these during your session, you're welcome to collect them at the VIP reception if you will be there. Otherwise, we will not be distributing these other than at the VIP reception and the after party. However, again, if you want these at your session, you can collect them at the VIP reception or reach out to us if you're not going to be there, and we can hand some to your volunteer to bring them along with the Passport program items. A lot of people have been asking about the press that's in attendance, so this is just a short list of some of the press that we have invited. Again, we're not sure if these people are going to attend and what sessions they are going to, but just note that the invite has been sent out. We do have a few press passes that have been dispersed, but there's no guarantee that they will be at your session. And if you would not like press in attendance, please notify us as soon as possible so we can make sure that they don't go to your session if you don't want them there. So again, we're less than a week away, like 4 days. So we're doing our final marketing push to really boost everyone's numbers. Just so you're aware, don't be alarmed if you think your attendance is sort of low. We have a lot of people that purchase tickets and haven't made their schedule yet. So don't worry, they're coming. Sessions will fill up. We still have several days for ticket sales, and as you know, with events, everything is sort of last minute anyway. There's no real urgency until the last few weeks. So here I've provided some click to tweets if you guys wanted to do another push. So John Battelle and Brian Monahan, the co-founders of NewCo, have provided us with their schedules. We've shared those through our social, and they are on the news section of the NewCo website. If you are one of those sessions that John or Brian are attending, tweet it out. Let people know. That's something really exciting. The founders of NewCo were so interested in your session that they're going to be there in person. They also did honorable mentions, companies that they wish they could go to, but unfortunately they could only choose one during each time slot. If you're one of those sessions, be proud about that as well. And tweet it out. Let people know like your session was that interesting to the founders of NewCo, who defined what a NewCo company is. I've provided you with John Battelle and Brian Monahan's Twitter handles, as well as, not to forget, NewCo headquarters, us at NewCo Boston and Mass TLC. And just so you know, we have probably, as of this morning, 740, so over 740 registered attendees. We're still working towards our goal of 1,000 or more unique registrants. So promote that starter pass. We've been recently promoting that on Twitter and our other social channels, but the starter pass allows you to attend one session for free. It does exclude the VIP party and the after party meetup, but it's a great way if you don't have all day to go, take the whole day off. You can go to one session you're really interested in, and so let people know. Come to your session for free, and that will really help attendance numbers as well. So post-event, we'll be sending out surveys to each attendee, host company, and volunteers to learn about the sessions and the NewCo experience, making sure people are happy or how we can improve. We love feedback, whether it's good or bad. So as you know, this is the first year NewCo's coming to Boston, and we want to do nothing but improve it year after year. So making sure these surveys get filled out will help us do that. And obviously post-event, exposure for your company. If you've taken those pictures, videos, you've written post-event blogs, etc. about your session, send it to us, share it. Likewise with us, if our staff team has taken pictures and tweeted out and written post-event blog posts that feature you, we'll be sure to let you know and tag you and send you this content so that we can help each other just get that extra exposure post-NewCo for your sessions. Now we're going to open it up to Q&A. We have a sidebar where you can enter your questions if you have any, and we will be sure to get through everybody's questions.
Okay, so registration lists, will they be supplied via Excel or CSV file? We will send those to you in Excel file. The other question, will we receive our volunteer's name and contact email beforehand? Yes, you'll be sent your volunteer's name, phone number, and email. Do you tell participants to bring business cards? That's a great idea. We haven't specifically mentioned that. I would hope that most people would do that, but we will note that in our confirmation email as well. Can we have access to attendee emails ahead of time so we can get them excited to meet you? Unfortunately, we cannot share the attendee emails with host companies. That's only a sponsor benefit. If the volunteer doesn't show up and we don't have the passport stickers, what would you like us to do? That's a great question. I don't know if you have anything in your office branded that you would like to stick on there instead. If not, you could just, take a marker and write your company name or initial or draw something. Feel free to be creative there. So yeah, a few questions about the volunteer for your session. So you will definitely be sent that information. How do we communicate updated parking and travel information? So you can send that to me, Mackenzie at masstlc.org, and we will add it to your session page because that is where attendees are directed in the confirmation email. So any details can be added there.
Will there be another live stream with a ticket giveaway? Yes. That's today at 12 p.m. Check it out on Periscope and Facebook Live.
If you are a sponsoring company, you will be sent email addresses post-event, not prior. Someone had a question about Easy Cater. So late morning, there are caterers that aren't just full meals that you could get platters. I'd recommend checking out Aubon Pan. Always has good options for that, or depending where you're located, like a Rebecca's Cafe or something like that. But there's definitely options for smaller platters rather than full meals. So if someone registers last minute after we send the final list, we reach out to and let us know. So as much as we can keep you up to date, we will certainly let you know. Obviously, we'll all be at that VIP reception Tuesday night. So between that and Wednesday morning, we'll definitely try to keep you up to date. But the good thing is that the volunteer is checking in attendees real time. That app is constantly being updated. So the only issue that would be there is a security system if someone's name wasn't on the list. So we will do our best to keep those lists up to date for you. Another question, if we have additional team members that would like to attend the VIP event, email me as soon as possible because we are very close to capacity on that. So it's really, we have the reserved tickets for each host company, the 2 tickets that they're offered for free. So any additional tickets, it will just really be first come, first serve if you contact me. Sample videos of prior NewCo host company presentations. I'm waiting to hear back from the folks at NewCo about that because I've had a few questions about that. Unfortunately, they don't have anything hosted on their site, but they definitely, that content lives somewhere. So I can share that in this follow-up email as soon as I receive it.
Any other questions?
How do you recommend handling people who arrive really early? That's a good question. Hopefully that's not really something we see unless it's those people who buy that starter pass and arrive too early. We'll email in the confirmation email to attendees and just say, please don't arrive more than 15 minutes before your session. If anyone hangs out early, you can always, if there's somewhere local for them to grab a coffee and hang out, or hopefully it's a nice day and they want to hang out outside or something. Who is the press contact? So Jessica on our team, the marketing manager, if you have any press questions, you can get in touch with her. Can you send the Q&A in the email after the call? Yes, absolutely. We'll share all these questions and the answers that we have given you for them. Okay, well, if that is all for questions, we can wrap this up. Thank you all for joining. We're definitely looking forward to NewCo next Wednesday. And like I said, registration numbers don't, if your session attendance looks low right now, we really expect those all to be more than doubled by this time. Well, this time next week it will be over, but by the time of the festival next Wednesday, there are lots of ticket holders who have not selected the sessions they'd like to attend yet. And basically day after day, registration numbers have gone up by over 100. So we expect the same, if not more, in these final few days. So really looking forward to this. If you have any questions, you can reach out to either Jessica or myself directly, and we will share a recording of this along with the Q&A after this call. So thank you for joining.
And don't forget to mark it, tweet it out.